Yo, what's up YouTube, Savage here, Brian here, and welcome back to another Nintendo video. In today's video, I'll be going over my predictions for the upcoming Nintendo Direct. So let's get into it. So for this upcoming Nintendo Direct that's actually happening tomorrow, I think that there's probably going to be a lot of stuff about the Nintendo Switch Online service, since that's supposed to come out on September 19th now. So I'm pretty sure they're going to show you all like how it works and stuff like that, and how you get like access to like NES games and stuff, and how you're going to do voice chat and stuff like that. And hopefully during this Direct they'll like fix some issues with the online service. Like maybe they can make an announcement about like when Super NES games or GameCube games or N64 games or Wii games or anything like that will come to Nintendo Switch Online service. And if they do announce that, hopefully it won't be like too long until that comes to the service, because NES games isn't really enough for you buying the paid subscription for this online service. And I think that there's still like a possibility of there being a slight small chance that they're actually going to like announce like maybe a headset for like actual voice chat on the Switch. Like everybody who owns a Switch knows that it can actually do like actual voice chat on the system itself. So I find it stupid that they're still advertising that phone app. Hopefully, I doubt this would ever happen, but hopefully they'll just show us like a headset, and then when the Nintendo Switch Online service comes out, we can use that headset for voice chat instead of a phone app. And the phone app would just be like a different thing that you're going to be using for voice chat if you want to. And hopefully they'll also like show some other stuff that the phone app can do, because the phone app, like, I rarely even use it. I mean, I use it for like voice chat like once. I never really use it again. And the app for like stuff for like Splatoon 2, I mean, there's some stuff with it, but hopefully they'll like give us some more stuff on it. And maybe with the Nintendo Switch Online service, they could also announce like a messaging system. So if you're not like voice chatting with someone or something, you can like send messages, because that's like on Xbox One, PS4. So it shouldn't be too hard for it to be on the Switch, because because you can message people on like any freaking device. Like you can do on like phones, on PS4 and Xbox One, like I mentioned. You can do on like PC and everything, but the Switch definitely should have this. Even the Wii U had this, so it'd be surprising if they didn't show us anything like that, because they really should. And also, outside of that, I don't really see what else they would actually like announce for this Nintendo Direct, because I bet there's going to be a ton of stuff that they're going to announce in this Direct outside the online service. But since a bunch of stuff has already been revealed, that probably would ban this Direct ever since it was like delayed due to earthquakes in Japan stuff, which makes total sense why they would delay because of that, and how like some people in Japan don't have Wi-Fi and stuff. It makes sense that they would delay it, but because of that, a bunch of stuff that probably would ban Direct have already been revealed. So I don't know too much they could like reveal outside Nintendo Switch Online service. And I know one of the things that could possibly be announced at the Nintendo Direct is possibly like new Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, because there's been a bunch of rumors about that. And I think that is a possibility, since they've been porting a bunch of Wii U games to the Switch. But I think it would be like a cool addition for like the Switch, for like people who didn't have a Wii U. And I wonder what the new stuff they would even add to it. But either way, hopefully if they do like announce it and stuff, they will like announce some like maybe like some cool new modes or something like that. Or maybe there could possibly be like an online mode or something like that. Like an example of an online mode, like maybe they could like introduce like a mode where like 4 people are just racing through a level, and whoever beats the level first wins. And they could do something like that. But I don't really think that they would just add stuff like that. Of course, they might like add some stuff like new levels or something like that. Or maybe with this deluxe version, they could also maybe like have like Super Mario Odyssey like themed levels, because like with games like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, when they're ported to like the 3DS and Nintendo Switch, so maybe they could like add new levels that are like inspired by Super Mario Odyssey. Something like that would be cool. Another thing that I swear will happen at the Nintendo Direct though, for sure, it's probably like a new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter coming, because I bet they're going to like announce like a new fighter at like the very end of the Nintendo Direct, because they've been doing that for like the past like 2 Directs. I think they're at least going to like announce like a one fighter for like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in that Direct. Maybe not like talk about the game, but just maybe just show like a trailer or something, or reveal possibly like a story mode for the game, a fighter or either like a story mode, because at the Nintendo Direct that they did last time, they showed off the menu and they freaking just covered up a mode, which is obviously story mode. There is no doubt about it. That is obviously story mode. No way Nintendo would just hide a random mode like that. So hopefully it's story mode, and hopefully they might like tell us something about that, or a new fighter, either or. I think one of those things will happen at the Nintendo Direct. And I also think that we might like get a trailer or something, because I know the Yoshi game that was supposed to come out this year was like moved to 2019, and we now have like an official title for the Yoshi game, or just tell us more about this game, or when it's going to come out like next year. Or maybe one of my craziest predictions though is probably like maybe they could like show us Animal Crossing or like Metroid Prime 4, because Metroid Prime 4, they haven't showed us any footage, but maybe we could just get like a trailer or something. Or maybe they could show us like an Animal Crossing trailer or something like that. Because I mean, like in August, I believe Nintendo did say that they would tell us eventually more games will come out like later this year, and they haven't yet done that. And another way they could make this game lineup more interesting is adding like an Animal Crossing or something like that. Because we know like right now there's going to be like Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. There's going to be Super Mario Party and of course Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But even with games like Super Mario Party and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and like the two Pokemon games that not too many people I've seen are actually excited about it, I don't really think it would be like the best lineup. Maybe like add an Animal Crossing there, that would have helped like the lineup for the next few months if they release like an Animal Crossing game or something. And those are basically all my predictions for this upcoming Nintendo Direct and stuff. So tell me your predictions in the comment section below, and thanks for watching. And yeah, without wasting time, cheer by now.